Demaya and Anndee, that was pretty impressive. You set the tone right away. Anndee, you kind of set the tone with the way you served and got things going, and Demaya just start to finish. What was so motivating for you all tonight?
We've just had set goals every single practice. I mean, we've been preparing for this moment since last off season, and we've all just been eagerly waiting to get here, to get to today. And so we've just put everything out that we've been working for since last November.
Demaya, did you have any inkling that you would be this good tonight? Did you just? I mean, you completely dominated.
I feel like we were all on. It was like we always have this click, and we know when before a game, if we're getting hype in the locker room, we know it's gonna be a good game. Even if it's a hard team, we know we're gonna have a lot of energy and we're never gonna click on the court.
Now, last year when you played them in the first round, they were somewhat competitive for a while. Y'all took the starch out of them right away. Anndee, how important was that to just completely let them know right away this was going to be your night?
It's really important just to set the tone of today, and then the other teams, for the upcoming rounds, we wanted to come in and make a statement that, hey, we're playing Plainview, but we're ready for second round too.
And Demaya, I got your medical history a minute ago. You tell me that twice in the right knee, once in the left knee, but that's all behind you now. How good do you feel right now physically?
Physically, I feel amazing. Usually after I get released, I have this feeling that, oh no, something's gonna happen. But when I recently got released, last year, I didn't have that feeling at all. I felt ready to go, and I felt 100% healthy.
So this was your first full bore playoff match tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
You got your money's worth. You got kind of 2 years into one. Anndee, why was she so good, or how was she so good tonight?
She's worked so hard. I've been playing with her since we were 8, and I've always known her as such a hard worker. And I mean, when she comes in and she steps on the court, she's ready to go.
There were a couple times when Plainview, I think they scored 3 points in a row at one point, and I think it was Hope that kind of elevated and kind of took their will away a little bit. You seem to have several players that can do that. How nice is that to have you and Hope and Holland and different girls that can, and Carly, and I can go on and on, girls that can just kind of take momentum right away, right back from the other team?
It's pretty nice to have all these girls that can put the ball down, because we know we can share the ball equally. We don't have to rely on just one person. We can rely on every single one of our hitters, even if it's a hitter from the bench. They come on and they're ready to go and they're ready to terminate.
Anndee, I asked Amanda this the other day. For you, it's got to be like a kid in a candy store. If you just get the ball close to the net, that somebody's going to elevate and hit it.
It's so nice being able, I feel stress-free whenever I go up. I'm able to just give them the ball, and I know they're going to execute well.
All right, y'all know who you most likely are going to play next.
Yes, sir.
How quickly do you shift gears now to kind of rev that motivation back up, or do you have to?
Well, last year they gave us a run for our money because we just overlooked them. But this year we have a more we're more conscious about what team we're playing, and we're more focused, and we're not overlooking them. It's we know that if we overlook them, then they might surprise us and take our games.
Especially with COVID last year, adding on to that, we just know that everything's not guaranteed, and that we just can't take anything for granted, and the time with each other that we have left.